Welcome back to the Hocicona Hour podcast. I am your host, Alejandra Fajardo, and we're doing a plática and conversational episode today, which, if you don't know, is one of the 4 layouts for this podcast. 4 of them being, obviously, the plática. I don't know what that was. The podcast, as you know or you may not know, follows 4 different layouts. Plática episode, historical recap, interviews, which has been really fun right now. And what did I say historical and film and TV? Whatever. Film and TV recaps, interviews, and historical recaps. There we go. And we're doing a plática episode today. But for today, we're going to be doing 3 segments. I'm going to be talking a little bit about my interview with Mike Martinez, which you can find down below. And then, I guess, prospects for this channel, and also an update on Pico Pixie, which is my creative small business. But yeah, and then also stick around to the end to hear for about future interviews that will be live on this channel very soon, if fingers crossed, if everything goes well. Okay, so start off. If you haven't seen the interview, to give you a little bit more context, I had the pleasure of interviewing Mike Martinez, who is done some amazing work and has appeared on Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which is quote classic film, Willow, Matrix Reloaded, and a bunch of other ones. And it was really fun interview. We got into the nitty gritty, we talked about where he first began in his journey into getting into the stunt work and what he's been doing. But yeah, it's a really fun interview. And the story of how that interview even came to play is what I'm going to be talking to you about today. So originally, how I do interviews, how I do interviews is they're pretty immersive. So what that means for me is that I do an activity with the person I'm interviewing to get a glimpse into what their career actually looks like. And I guess I should say this, like the interviews that I do, I interview people who have unconventional or niche careers. And we get into the nitty gritty of what their careers actually look like to just out of curiosity, just see what people are doing. But also, most importantly, to show you guys what it is that people do. So if you, by any chance have ever thought about ever being, for example, a stunt double or even a stop motion animator or an aerialist, you have a clear picture. It kind of demystifies it a little bit. So this one that I had lined up, it was with Andrew from Action Arts. Action Arts is a parkour and gymnastic gym based in the Bay Area, out of Richmond, California. And yeah, it's a really nice space. We got together to agree to do an activity on scene and then do an interview. So to set the scene a little bit, walk into this office space, then walk into the green room, me and my camera person. And yeah, and when I say green room, I really mean green room. There's green, the floor is green, the wall, certain blocks are green, there's a trampoline, there's scaffolding, and wires hanging. And yeah, we just get to doing stunts. I do an actual stunt that people do in real life. And the fact that I even got to do that was crazy. And it was so much fun. So I'm super grateful for that opportunity. But, and yeah, so we do that. And then we're having a ball. Andrew is doing some stunts, and his buddies who are there are also doing some stunts. And, yeah, it's really fun. And yeah, what's another stunt we do? We do so I do a backflip, which was super scary because I'm up in the air. Obviously it's safe, so I'm not tripping or anything. But and then we do different types of falls, somersaults and whatnot, in the air. And then I even do a little sit down fall, which was kind of scary, but I did it. And you'll be able to see, I'll plug this in, but you can also see that in the interview that I will be doing with him at a later date. Now, to get to the meat of the story, I didn't interview Andrew that day because we kind of like, it was kind of the Cinderella moment. The clock struck 2 and we were kind of done. Andrew has to go. So he's like, okay, well, like, this has been great. You know, Mike is here. And I'm like, you know, I've gotten to talk to Mike Martinez and like, I get to hear his story and whatnot. I've been asking questions throughout like our whole sash, but I'm like, can I interview someone that I haven't really like prepared like questions for? And I'm thinking like, okay, well, I can do it. Like I have done, I did do research on like stunts and stunt doubling, and I know a little bit about this or that. So I think I can. And I'm also like, okay, this opportunity, like this situation doesn't happen, you know, like when am I going to, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'd be down, but like, can we do another time? Like, I guess I could have said that, but like, I don't know. You got to strike while the iron is hot. And that's, I think I hope I used that correctly. But yeah, you do. And so I did. And so we did the interview and it was so awesome. And I got to interview Mike Martinez and oh yeah, just check out the interview if you want. But yeah, it was really fun. And it makes me really excited to do and it really pumped me up to do future interviews. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, which brings me to my second segment, which is the future of the Hocicona Hour. All right. So like I've said, and I kind of alluded to, like I have, I'm doing a lot of interviews and I've had some, and so fortunate to have some interviews even lined up. But let me tell you a little bit about what has been going on if you haven't seen anything else. So right now I've interviewed Sarah the Gaudemar, who is a stop motion animator who animated, maybe you may have seen Coraline, the feature film, produced by Leica Studios. They've also worked on Robot Chicken, several of those episodes. And that was like crazy because I remember seeing Robot Chicken and like as a child and like being terrified, and now getting to interview the person behind it was super, just like full circle moment for me, Loki. Anyways, and then they've also done a lot of other stuff, like Celebrity Deathmatch, and that was really cool. But yeah, check out that interview as well. I'll be linked down below. And yeah, of course, I interviewed Mike Martinez, and I also had the pleasure of interviewing Drago Nesa, who is an aerialist acrobatist, has their own aerial school based out of Richmond as well. It has a seasonal show, a variety show at Fluid 510, which is in Oakland. So yeah, I'll have all those details down below. But yeah, so those are the current 3 interviews that are happening right now in the Hocicona Hour channel. So yeah, that's super exciting. Anyways, yeah, so those 3 interviews are out and are fun. And there's 3 more on the way. And because I enjoy doing the Hocicona Hour so much, and I've been pouring a lot of energy into this, it's been kind of harder to, I guess, divert that energy to other projects, which brings me to my 3rd segment, which is saying goodbye for now to the Pico Pixie Mail Club. Which is hard to say, but yeah. So as you can tell, as you maybe could have tell, I've been doing a lot for the Hocicona Hour, and it just means that I've been filling, I don't know what metaphor I'm trying to say, but anyways, it just means the work that the monthly mail club that I've been keeping for a while with, for the Pico Pixie Mail Club, it's just been kind of dwindling. I don't know. I feel like the work I've been putting out hasn't been as good. And I don't like feeling that. I don't really like feeling that. And so I noticed, I'm like, okay, well, you gotta, I felt like you gotta really focus on one thing and pour your energy into one thing. And so the Hocicona Hour is that thing that I'm pouring into. And so that's why I'm saying goodbye to Pico Pixie Mail Club for now. Not to say I won't be doing that later. But yeah, so if you are interested in finding out about niche careers, what it's actually like to do those, the ins and outs. If you're interested in pursuing a career like the ones I've listed, either a stop motion animator, a stunt double, or an aerialist, acrobatist, or, or just like listening to stories of people in those careers or want to know what it's more like, check out those interviews. They'll be linked down below. But yeah, look out for some other ones. Don't want to speak too much on them, but just look out for those. They'll be really fun, and I'm excited for you to see them. But yeah, thanks for listening. Bye.
Is it focusing?